Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7. Today is not going to be the most happy of videos, I guess you could say. I mean, I'll try to make it happy, but you know, sometimes you just gotta talk about the tough stuff. So, as those of you may or may not know, in the past, I've definitely said stamina was fine, and I wasn't really worried about it, you know? Like, I've been used to the stamina system, and the stamina felt okay then. And then we hit Hunt 11. And that change that came with the thing, and Hunts becoming more important. And now it's ridiculous. Let's just be real here. It's just straight up ridiculous. And there's no real way to keep up with it unless you spend a ton of money. And I don't mean like a small amount of money. I don't mean like spend 20 bucks on the game a month. I mean like spend $1,000+ a month on stamina refresh just to really be able to play as much as a lot of us would like to play. And this might be really good for some people. This might be really great for you if you like to play the game for 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day and spend your stamina. But there's a lot of other people that like these styles of games, like me, that play them because we can keep it open all day long. And that's kind of the basis on gacha games and kind of the basis on how a lot of them are built. They allow you to play the vast majority of the day without really spending too much money on actually playing. They get their money off of costumes, they get their money off of summons, they get their money off of everything. Just not really so much actually playing the game. And I think this is a pretty big problem right now, and it seems like a lot of other people kind of feel the same way. And I just want to apologize for kind of dismissing this earlier, because I was definitely under the impression that without Wyvern 11, things were fine. You know, like I was under the impression that before Wyvern 11 was a thing, when I was spamming 8 to 12 stamina things, it was fine. And let me be clear, fine is like borderline not okay, but not bad enough to fix. Not bad enough for there to be a problem. So as you can see here, I'm down to 112 Skystones and 30 Leafs. And I had over 200+ Leafs last week or something like that, or I guess 2 weeks from now. And I'm at the point where I'm just having to close the game. That's really bad. In this last week, I picked up 2 different gacha games because I had no choice. I couldn't play the game I wanted to play. I couldn't play the game I preferred. I spent money in other games because I could, and I didn't feel bad about it because I wasn't spending to play the game. And I'm sure a lot of you did the same. So what I'm trying to get at here is solutions, I guess. I'm not sure what can be fixed here or how it can be fixed. I know every gacha I've played, I've been able to play it basically all day long without too much punishment, you know? Like, I've spent to play before in Summoner's War, but it's not very much, and usually just when I go nuts, like refreshing the shop or summoning like that. If I don't summon, I can usually play for nearly forever in that game, and a lot of other games are like it. Azur Lane, you can play 24/7. Fate Grand Order, you can't, but it's kind of different there. Fire Emblem Heroes, you could if you really wanted. Dragalia Lost, you can for the most part. Most of them you can. I'm playing Final Blade right now, which you can play basically 24/7. I'm not entirely sure about Brown Dust right now, but that's what a lot of people switch to try to get their satisfaction in, since it's not coming here. And I've even done what I can to play as inefficiently as possible. You know, like that feels really bad, but I've actually done everything I could in my power to play as inefficiently as possible. I've been 3-manning dragons because I don't want to have a fast run, which is weird because our goal should be to maximize stuff as much as possible and show off the best teams and look for gear upgrades to shave off 5 seconds off your run, which is what we did in Summoner's War. We tried our best to get our runs down from like 47 seconds to 45 seconds, and we made entire new characters for it. But here it's the opposite. I'm actually finding ways to make my runs slower so I don't feel as bad about playing the game. I also am only farming World 10 right now. Like, I'm farming 10-4 for Heart of Hypocrisies. just because I feel like that's the slowest catalyst I can farm. And if I farm the slowest catalyst, then I'll use my stamina less. Like, these are things that are not a good thing, right? Like, these are the exact opposite way I like to play my games. So the question I'm getting at here is how to fix this, and do you think there is a problem? I can tell you that most of the other Epic creators are having the same issue. I spoke up about it recently. The vast majority I saw jumped in, maybe not the vast majority, but a good amount of people jumped in, backing it up and saying their viewers are doing the same thing. Like, a lot of you guys are definitely picking up new gacha games. I can see it when we talk in chat that people are talking about other games because of it. And it's not that people are not enjoying Epic 7 as much as that they literally just can't play. And as a side, that does kind of make it so you don't enjoy it as much. So solutions. There's a lot of things we can do. The number one is just reduce the cost of Wyvern, or reduce the cost of farming in general. That's really bad. A really bad place to be at the same time, because almost too late. If they reduce the cost of the dungeons here, there's no way they don't nerf the drops. So whatever solution we come to that involves changing the stamina cost of something like Wyvern, it also means they're going to have to proportionately reduce the drops, because that's one of their main goals, and that's what they've said in the past, is the stamina cost is proportionate to what they think your reward should be for X stamina. So they have what you think you should get back for 1 stamina, for example, and then they multiply it by 20 in Wyvern's case, and that's the drop quality we're expected to get for 20 stamina. So that's kind of a weird solution that they could maybe do. Maybe not weird, but an easy solution they could do that might make people mad, because they would have to nerf the drops. Another solution is just to make energy more refillable somehow. But the thing is, if you make Leafs and you make Sky Shards refill full stamina, it's still not enough. That's what everybody is brigading for and pitchforking for, but it is literally still not enough. Maybe if they went back and refunded every single person who ever refreshed the difference in the old and the new, maybe that would be okay to last us for a while. But let's be real here. Full stamina refresh is what, like 120 or 130 or something like that? I forget how much stamina I have. That's 6 dungeon runs or so. That's like 2 to 3 minutes per run. That's not very much, and not many people are going to be able to keep that up either, so it's still a problem there. Obviously, that's a wonderful first step, and if they did something like that, the community would be really happy. Maybe just the hardcore people would be maybe not completely happy at that point, but maybe that's the first step they need to go to. I'm going to be pretty salty, though, if they do change something like this and don't give us retroactive fixes for our Leafs and stamina usage. Like, if they don't give us the difference from what we refreshed before, because it's going to feel really bad for people, like, right? And maybe that's my fault for playing the game, but like, that's a terrible place to be. There's a bunch of other things, and my favorite idea or theme for something like this would just to make it so there's something you could farm in game that would let you play infinitely. So I wouldn't mind switching to a different zone, for example. Have this zone take 20 stamina, or not 20 stamina, Mango bad, that's exactly what you don't want. Have the zone take like 5 to 10 stamina, or maybe even 0 stamina, and have it give a return of more stamina than you started. So, for example, if your run cost you 5 stamina, you might get 10 stamina back. If your run costs you 0 stamina, maybe you'll get 5 stamina back. And a good way to do this is through crafting materials. Have them drop crafting materials and have that craft into potions or something like that that allow you to refill your stamina. That's just another way that kind of fits thematically within the game. And you don't have to make the places you farm for stamina useless. You could make them drop gold, fodder, all sorts of things to make it fun at the same time. Maybe have it have a chance to drop any catalyst in the game or something like that. There's so many different ways you could do it to make it fun, so that we keep playing, that I would be really happy with that solution. That's actually my favorite solution, and I really hope they do something like that. So I've been talking for a while. I'm sorry about the negativity in this video. I love this game to death, and I just want to play it more, so I hope I get that out there. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. As always, let me know in the comments below what you think, and let me know what you would do for a solution and how you would fix this. Let me know if you think any of my proposed solutions would be great for you, all those sorts of things. So have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I'll take y'all later. Bye, everybody.